Hi, this is Norman Kochnek here. I'm in Sydney, Australia, actually in Coogee, Sydney, Australia, but I'm very fortunate to have none other than Debasis Sen from Extra Time. He has actually travelled from Kolkata in India, on northeastern corner of India. He's travelled down towards the lovely city of Chennai. In fact, he's at the Hyatt Regency Chennai, and he is there to cover the second test between India and England at the grounds at Chennai, and we'll follow them actually to the Ahmedabad grounds as well for the third and fourth test. He's very privileged. He's one of very few reporters that are there. In fact, he witnessed one of the most amazing days where people were able to buy physical tickets for the game, which will happen on Saturday. Debasis, tell us, first of all, what's the conditions there?
Yeah, Norman, yeah, as you have rightly said, that obviously there's a huge expectation amongst the fans to witness a live cricket match after such a long time. It's been quite some time that India witnessed a live match. Actually, for the fans to witness a live match, live sports event inside a stadium. So this will be the first instance where a live sports event will be organized inside the stadium in front of the spectators. Obviously, it won't be a full house. It will be only 50% spectators that will be allowed in for the second test match between India and England, which gets underway from Saturday. But obviously, there were hundreds and thousands of people with their online booking tickets and the printout of the online booking. They were actually queuing up since the morning. Obviously, the counter was supposed to open from 10 a.m., but due to some delay, it actually eventually started from 11. But we could actually see crowds lining up from 9 a.m. in the morning, some even earlier than that. So they were so excited, but it was good to see that they were very disciplined. They were in a queue and with their masks on, maintaining social distancing. So, and there were police personnel as well, so that to control the crowd if there was any problem, any trouble. So and it went out very well, and the fans who were lucky enough to grab a ticket, the prize ticket, they were just they were so excited, and we can see the joy on their faces to actually witnessing a live cricket match, live sports. And what an occasion will it be? India 1-0 down, and Virat Kohli and his boys need the fans support, and which I think the Chennai crowd, we all know how knowledgeable the a crowd is to fans from Chennai. So it will be a huge occasion come Saturday.
That's magnificent, Debasis. I can feel the energy in you when you talk and the experience you've had. You've sent me the visuals. I've posted them only in the last few minutes of the crowd joyously holding up their tickets. It's amazing in India that the beautiful style of tickets you produce in India are magnificent. Australia should copy that. They're just beautifully decorated, and I think it's wonderful. Just a couple of points about that. You have, obviously, is it 50% you said the crowds will be?
Yeah, absolutely, 50%.
That's amazing. And of course, that's the home ground of the Tamil Cricket Union Club, isn't it? The Tamil Union Cricket Club, I believe, as well.
No, I would say it's a Madras Cricket Club.
Madras Cricket Club, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Tamil Union Cricket Club is something which is related to Sri Lanka.
I must apologise.
Yeah, Sri Lanka.
That's actually Pisara Oval in Sri Lanka.
Yeah,
my mistake.
right. Exactly.
Madras Cricket Club is the grounding, of course.
Yeah.
And you're very fortunate. You've got an incredible access to be able to witness. Now, with the training session, they had optional training. They had no training yesterday, did they? Both India and England.
No, they did have they are having they had a training session today, and I could see that BCCI had posted a video of Akshar Patel, who is fit now. He missed the first test due to an injury. So I think it is obvious that Shahbaz Nadeem, the left-arm spinner, will make way for either Akshar Patel or Kuldeep Yadav. Who knows? Because that's the one probable change which I definitely feel that's going to happen in this test match, going into the test match. Otherwise, I think there won't be too many changes, apart from barring the exception of one or two spots. One among them is definitely Shahbaz Nadeem making way for either Kuldeep Yadav or Akshar Patel. And there's also Rahul Chahar also. He was also seen rolling his arms along with Akshar Patel. So definitely there's going to be a new spinner who's going to teaming up with Ravichandran Ashwin.
So by what you're describing, though, it looks like Washington Sundar will stay there. I say because
I
of his
think
batting prowess.
I think so. I think so, and I think that second Test match obviously will also be similar because the bottom line is, as yesterday also we heard what England head coach Chris Silver would say, is that England to win the Test match, the bottom line, there was no rocket science. It was just the simple thing is to score big, win the toss, bat first, score big runs. The rest will take care of itself. Obviously, you need to bowl well, bowl the right lengths, to have consistent line and length, and the rest and rest leave it on because here also we can sense that it will take a lot of turn. So hopefully, toss is going to be very crucial in this Test match.
Extremely crucial. That's the pivotal moment. If India can win the toss and bat first, I'm pretty sure Gill and Sharma will put on a very big opening partnership with the likes of Pujara following. I think that's the scene that India have to set. That toss will be extremely crucial. And if that goes India's way, I think the rest of the Test will, to be really honest with you. And I'm very impressed with Washington Sundar. His batting to me looked great. His bowling was not at its best, but I still think he's worthy of giving another go. And you're right. I think Akshar Patel or the likes of Calder, excuse me, have to come to the side for sure.
And Akshar Patel is a very decent batsman as well. I need to mention this, add to this that he's a very decent batsman.
Well, he was the original selection, wasn't he, for this test, the first
Absolutely,
test? So
absolutely.
he probably by default has the best chance. What about Ishant Sharma versus Mohammad Siraj? Is there any discussion on that?
I think Ishant will have another go due to the fact that he was coming from a long injury layoff, because we know that he got injured and could not travel to Australia for the huge series down under, which India won. But then I think it was a one-off occasion. Obviously, the wicket had nothing to do the first 2 days. As we all know, we all witnessed how flat the deck was on the first couple of days, where the batsmen made bowlers look horrible. So I think Ishant Sharma, the team management, he's a senior guy. You first have to remember that Ishant Sharma is your senior fast bowler and is a proven fast bowler.
His presence around the dressing room is
Absolutely,
extremely
and he has
important.
been, and in recent years, you have seen the best in Ishant Sharma. He has picked the 300 wickets in his last Test match, and he is someone who gives his heart out. Anyone in this Indian team who can be a go-to bowler when it comes to hard working, dedication, it's definitely Ishant Sharma.
Absolutely.
He's a hardcore professional. He will definitely get straight it out. And so I don't think that Ishant Sharma, he definitely won't lose his place in the side.
And go back to also the likes of obviously Rohit Sharma. I think he got out to a very good delivery in the first innings. I think he's going to come back very strongly as well. Gill looked very good. He got an amazing delivery from Anderson, let's not forget. And don't forget Kohli. He batted extremely well with very few partners towards the end of that innings. He was heading for a century. Again, got an incredible delivery. So if luck goes their way, firstly with the toss, the ability to bat first, I think they're going to bat big. And England will feel the same brunt of what they felt in reverse. And I think I'm very confident this will be a great match. I'm looking forward to India doing extremely well. We've had the likes of Jeff Thompson and Adam Hollyoake, and even the likes of Alan Mullally all on the actual broadcast a couple of days ago. Even though England batted very well and played very well, I cannot see India not doing well this game. I think it's going to be an excellent match. I really look forward to the Test matches between anything that India's been doing of late. There's a sense of urgency, expectation about their team, and I'm impressed with it. Okay, they didn't win the first Test match, but their bounce back ability is amazing. So we're going to be looking forward to speaking more to you, Debasis, from
coming back to the expectation. Obviously, I had been talking with the fans while they were queuing up for their tickets, and I couldn't hear a single fan who was circumspect. Means they were all very optimistic, particularly after this incredible series win against Australia. So they were all hoping, and they were confident. We could actually sense the fans having that confidence in Virat Kohli and his boys to bounce back. and they have proved time and again in recent past that even we saw it in Australia, even after getting bundled out for 36 all out, they came back in a strong way,
Exactly.
and from there on they went on to win the series. So nothing is lost yet. It's just a matter of one test match, and we know and we have seen what this team are capable of. So it's a matter of time. But again, the bottom line is the team that wins the toss first and bat first will hold the key, will hold all the aces to dictate terms.
I mean, there's a lot for India to play for. The ability to make the World Test Championship is a huge achievement, and India will not want to miss out on that. And by winning this test and even forging ahead with an eventual 3-1 victory, they will then be certainties, virtual certainties for the World Test Championship on that basis. They go to England to play next, yes, but having won this, I think that's basically confirms their position. We're getting commentary, Debasis, just quickly, about Akshar Patel, and even people wanting to see both Akshar and Kuldeep in the side, which could mean that Washington Sunder's forced out. What's your thoughts on that possibility?
I don't see that happening, because I think Washington Sundar definitely more so he showed with the bat in Australia, and also the first test in Chennai, that he can be someone who can be relied with the bat as well, adding to his bowling credibility. So I don't think Akshar Patel will lose his spot in the side. But then definitely playing two spinners, Akshar Patel and Kuldeep Yadav, I think I don't see that happening in this test match.
No, that's a fair point. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a magnificent match. The weather seems to be, what's the weather like there at the moment?
It was very hot.
Very hot.
Norman, just trust me, it was 30 degrees here in Chennai, but it might it showed 30 degrees, but it was even a few degrees more. Means it was sweltering hot outside, and obviously, and it's only February. It's only start of February. Just imagine what will happen when the IPL starts after
Right.
this England series. So it will be very, very hot, and but particularly places like Chennai, it will be really, means the players will have find it very tough, particularly the fast bowlers, if they have to bowl long spells.
And I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm still trying to get my visa sorted out to go to India, and the whole concept of return flights. If I get there, I won't be talking to you via a camera. I'll be giving you a big hug. I mean, a man hug, of course, and we'll be
And
enjoying the time.
obviously, yeah, and if you are coming, Norman, I would make all planning to go down to Ahmedabad, and we will have a ball. Means come the third test, definitely I would wish you that you get your visa sorted out and come to India. We'll have a ball from the third test, and what more? What a great occasion will it be, because
Of
it's a
course.
day-night test match, and India will play England, so the occasion will be huge. And
And
also
this,
the fact that the match will be played in one of the largest stadium in the world, and it will be the first time that a test match will happen, international match will happen in one of the biggest stadiums right after MCG.
well, it's not only the biggest stadium, it's probably the biggest cricket stadium, though, isn't it? I think it does
Biggest cricket
outstrip
stadium,
Melbourne.
right? It's
Yeah.
I think it is now the biggest stadium in the world. Second will be the MCG.
Well, that in itself is amazing. And if that's half full, that's 60,000 plus people. That is going to be a sight to behold. I'm getting on that bloody plane quickly enough. I'm going to be there. Watch out. But the only problem that you've got for me is, can you feed me? Do you think you're going to have enough food in Chennai and then Ahmedabad to feed me? That's the question.
100%. I'm always there. You have been a top man, top friend, means, and as you take care of me when I'm in Australia, vis-a-vis, means it's my turn to lend my hospitality. So you will find all help from me, irrespective to traveling and stuff. Means, I'm there to help you out.
I'm going to bring Tim Tams. I think you like chocolate Tim Tams, don't you? You know, the chocolate
Yeah,
biscuits. And I'm going to
right,
bring
right.
some macadamia nuts and some pecan nuts as well. We've got some great things. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to hold on to you over the series. We're going to get you to be bringing back at certain stages of the match. We'll have a good chat. We'll get your, face-to-face experience of the players and the way that the mood is. and through their eyes, as I always say, through the eyes of a cricketer, eyes on cricket, you'll be there. Our eyes on these. Let's not forget, viewers, that Debasis is just not that average person. He is an exceptional photographer, reporter, cricket aficionado. There's no one better in India. Maybe he might have a close friend with Buria and Kuntal, but I love Debasis for what he does. He is from the heart like me. We have unbiased approaches. We want to tell you how it is. And he not only covers India versus England, he'll be covering Bangladesh versus West Indies, Pakistan versus South Africa, any major sporting event, especially related to cricket. Debasis is there. So we're very privileged, guys, to have him online. Now, again, one of the questions we want to get, people feels like we want them on, they won't actually come on the actual live chat. We may consider bringing one or two guests in on occasion just to get a feel from our audience as well, what they're feeling and experiencing and their thoughts. But we'll come back probably tomorrow for sure with hopefully some training visuals and, more importantly, an ability to go through the side, because I think there'll be more evidence of who's playing. But your big tip, Akshar Patel's going to be back in the squad as he was originally, or Kuldeep, and he'll replace Nadeem, of course. I think that's probably more than likely. And Nadeem wouldn't be concerned. He was privileged to be able to be in that place, in place of Akshar in the first place. So that's a very, very good question. So, all right, well, thanks for your time. I know Debasis has been very fortunate to bring his family along. His young son is getting his first glimpse at another major city. It's very exciting for the whole family. I'm very proud of them. I hope they enjoy it. Masks on, guys. Let me just quickly tell you, in Sydney, where I am, this is the 25th day of 0 cases. 25th day in a row of 0 cases. In fact, as of tomorrow midnight, no masks are needed in restaurants, cafes, only public transport, as in trains and buses. The rest is mask-free. Isn't that a result? Hopefully one day we'll have that in. Well, it looks like it's going that way. If you're having half stadium full, that's a great sign. It's a great
Yeah,
sign.
Norman. I'm going to add you, because at the moment I came out of the airport, Chennai airport yesterday, I could see most of the people without their masks. I mean, obviously it was a. So if anyone traveling from outside to Chennai, means I'm talking about any Indian city, Indian state, if they are traveling to Chennai, it is mandatory. It's a COVID protocol suggests it is mandatory to fill up a e-pass. You have to have a e-pass to get into Chennai, which is not the case with other states like Maharashtra or some other Calcutta or Delhi or some other big cities. But if you are traveling to Chennai, you need to have an e-pass. And also you need to have a self-declaration form that you don't have cough, or you don't have fever, you don't have any respiratory problem or whatsoever. So these are some mandatory COVID-19 protocols that you have to declare before traveling to Chennai. So and when I came out of the airport yesterday, I could see many people without their masks on, and so it is very good sign. So that the thing is that we can sense that it is all getting back to normal. Means what we all want, and the biggest example is that the crowds being allowed into the stadium. They can watch the stadium, but definitely everyone should wear a mask, which is a prerequisite for you to enter the Chidambaram Stadium on Saturday. Everyone needs to wear a mask, have hand sanitizers. They should maintain social distancing while they are sitting, just as was the case during the BBL final, and also throughout the Test series in Australia. We saw that there were crowds allowed. Crowds could watch the test matches, but they had to maintain a social distancing. So that will be the case here as well in Chennai come Saturday when the test match begins. So I think the world is witnessing that again. It is getting back to its normalcy, which is very good sign.
It's amazingly exciting. I'm very proud of the way that Indians have approached COVID-19. They're very disciplined. They've been very proactive. I must say Sydney's been fantastic. We're very lucky. We're an island country. But we've had 25 days of 0 cases. And people are still wearing masks, even though they're not mandatory. People are still being very wary of it. It's a great habit to get into. Keep your hands sanitized, wear your masks, keep your 1.5 meters distance. And if you don't need to walk around the stadium, don't. Try to keep in your seats. That's been one of the essential aspects of the tests in Sydney and the BBL and the like. People, once they get themselves in a seat, they can relax, be amongst their family, and they're under no danger then. Do not move around. You're best staying in one location the whole time. I think that's great. And a lot of people are saying India. Look, I think India are going to do great in this test match. I'm excited. I think it was a very typical lesson that needs to be learnt when you have a major win of a series, that you have a kind of a lull. And India are a little bit off their game, not much, but a little bit off their game. And I think England tried very hard. So that was great, guys. I think we've just lost Debasis. Debasis might come back on now, but everyone, that was just magnificent. We're very fortunate to have Debasis Sen, who represents Extra Time. He's also working with me very closely and will provide that absolute live experience of being there in Chennai, amongst the crowd, getting crowd reactions, getting practice sessions, live visuals, and on top of that, being able to provide us with some of the best analysis you'll ever get. Debasis Sen, I'm very proud to have him on board, and we'll see more of him. Obviously, we've still got the likes of Simon Willis, Chris Vernon, Adam Holyoke, Jeff Thompson. They're all going to come on board at some stage. We've got a few more, and of course, the likes of Priti Upala, Aparna Saini, a lot of people. Even Rapakshi Sharma will be there at some stages as well. She's been fantastic. Great conversations. We're very fortunate to have some great broadcasters with us, and onwards and upwards for us in the future here on Eyes on Cricket with Norman Koshnak. In fact, it looks like Debasis is ringing me. I think we've lost him. So thanks, everyone. Again, this is Norman Koshnak from Eyes on Cricket with Norman Koshnak. Please make sure you view, like, and share the posts. Provide us feedback. Let me know what you want. We're going to have a session with an Aussie and a Pom with Chris Vernon later on. Keep watching. We're not going to miss a beat. We're going to get everything to you. I've taken a so-called poll from you regarding practice sessions, legends of the game, detailed analysis of the game, which we gave you certainly then. So keep watching, everyone. I'm very proud to be able to provide you with that service. So again, stay tuned. Ask me a question. Always have questions here. The question, again, I hear is certainly around Washington Sundar. Even some concerns about Rahane. Certainly Washington Sundar deserves to stay in the place. I think it's pretty well clear. Axel Patel will probably be in the place in Nadeem. And Kuldeep, I'm frustrated with him because he deserves a chance as well. We'll see what they do. India are going to be great. Let's just keep our fingers crossed they win the toss. That's going to be an essential part of this match, is India winning the toss. And that could be a complete game breaker for England. They'll have to go about their innings. James Anderson will probably play this test as well, although Coach Silverwood did say that he's not against having rotation. That'd be crazy to not leave Anderson in the side, to be honest with you. I would. I mean, they're going to bring folks in to keep for Joss Butler. England have also announced their T20 squad. You may have, if you look at my community page, in fact, please, guys, if there's no videos, go to the community tab, look down. There are many more updates with photographs, polls, questions and answers, links to other videos and other sessions from other carriers as well. I mean, Sri Harsha Cricket are amazing. They've been great to me. Extra Time are also amazing. Buria's Sports Today is another amazing channel. We all work together, guys. We're not separate. We're very much great friends, and we like to share and make sure we all get the best and latest information. So again, Norman Koshnak, view, like, and share, and make sure you provide feedback. And don't forget, more subscribers for the channel makes the channel grow, makes me more able to provide you better quality, unbiased discussions. Again, thanks all for your comments. Please don't filter it. Tell me exactly what you think. If you don't like something, tell me. If you do like something, tell me. It's up to you guys. All right, this is Norman Koshnak signing off from Sydney, Australia, having spoken to Debasis Sen in Chennai. All the best.